I need a life to hide, but for you and mine, you show me something new underneath the moon, that'll be alright. Yeah, you don't need to hide it, I like it how you are. Yeah, you can never hide it, I like it how you are. Yeah, thought she said goodnight, cause she didn't lie. Could've been a long line, wrong guys blowing up her phone all the time. But hey, you wouldn't shine, you just stop, busting on my laurels. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, let's get romantic. Oh yeah, me and you can make magic. Oh yeah, I come through with the candlestick. So cute, she can't even handle it. Oh yeah, let's get romantic. Oh yeah, me and you can make magic. Oh yeah, I come through with the candlestick. So cute, she can't even handle it. Now the feelings from me, we cooking mush. Not wasting time playing mind games, trust me. We've been around for a minute or two. Just let me show you things that you never knew. Oh yeah, stop it every life before I take you home. And I hate to see you cry, but glad you're comfortable. Oh, you don't need to hide it, I like it how you are. Yeah, makeup on your eyes or puddles on the floor. Yeah, oh yeah, let's get romantic. Oh yeah, me and you can make magic. Oh yeah, I come through with the candlestick. So cute, she can't even handle it. Oh yeah, let's get romantic. Oh yeah, me and you can make magic. Oh yeah, I come through with the candlestick. So cute, she can't even handle it. Oh no, she can't even handle it. Oh no, she can't even handle it. Oh no, she can't even handle it. Oh no. So don't lead me on. Well, I'm serious, yeah, I have been wrong more times than I'm willing to call. More times than I'm willing to time to spending. I can't keep pretending it's not. This shit is pure fuego. Oh yeah, let's get romantic. Oh yeah, let's get romantic. Oh yeah, me and you can make magic. Oh yeah, let's get romantic. I come through, I come through, I come through, I come through, yeah. Oh yeah, let's get romantic.
Okay, so the soundtrack for this particular writing afternoon is going to be provided by Twitch. We're going to try soundtrack by Twitch again. We're going to try it again, and we are going to feature the playlist, which is called Just Chilling. Just Chilling. We thought this might be a nice change of pace from the lo-fi. And I think that'll work. Hopefully it'll work. I think it'll be a nice mix. Anyway. Hey. I know it just seemed like I just left, but here I am again. And it is time to get our writing on. And how you doing, everybody? For those of you who are new to the stream, for those of you who are just finding me on Just Chatting, I am the T-Monster. Feel free to call me T-Monster, or Twitch Dad. And as many of you know who are the regulars, I am a writer of science fiction and fantasy. Hey, how you doing there, Jen? Many of you know that I'm a writer, and I've talked about it before. I've talked about it before on stream, but what I'm doing right now is an accountability stream and a solidarity stream, because I know there are a lot of people right now that are working on their NaNoWritMo projects, and with Thanksgiving just around the corner, we all know that Nano is very close, right? Nano is the end of Nano is very, very close. I just remembered something here. I need to let Nick Kelly know that I have gone live. There's one more thing I need to do. All right, I'll have to get to it another time. All right, having that moment again. Let's see. All right. 44,000. Wow. So literally, if you so here's the thing, Jen. If you finish, if I remember correctly, the rules of Nano is that if you get another 6K, so if you get half of that, you'll have finished. You will have successfully finished NaNoWritMo. Because the idea is to have 50,000 words or more. So the fact that you've got that, that's doing all right. I'm not sure I'm digging the lyrics. Some of the lyrics on this are just kind of. Let me just see here. Let's try Float. We're gonna switch over to Float. I'm gonna switch over to Float. Get a little more volume. There we go. All right. Just so you know, Pip will be joining us. Here to hang out. If you can write for work, I can too. Cover letter, resume for a contract tracer job. You can do that as well. You can do that as well, monkey. And since I am in the midst of job hunting, I can help you with a cover letter too if you have any questions about that. All right. Brevity is the soul of wit, so I have been told. Let's see. So let me go on ahead and no, I do not wish to switch. Thank you very much. Let's see. All right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Chad, it's I'm fighting that afternoon slog because I got.
You should say that. I was gonna put a cup of tea on.
Oh, that's perfect. Oh, do you want me to put the tea on then?
If you want to put the tea on,
Yeah.
well, you came to ask. You want me to answer a question, so
Well,
I haven't got my computer yet. So
yeah, but you can also. Would you like me to fetch your computer, my darling?
I suppose so.
My wife is so cute, isn't she? I love my wife.
I love my husband.
She's awesome. Oh wait, I keep forgetting. When I'm streaming,
I get the better light.
Yeah, she gets the better light because
I don't get. That's a lot of light.
Do you need me to dim it?
No,
Hang on a minute.
that's all right.
Hang on a minute. Let me dim the light, my darling.
Let's take it down. Down. Take it to a slow jam. Hello, chat.
Yeah, as
Hi,
Christina says,
Christina.
adorbs.
I am
Adorbs. She is so
I was just
adorbs.
practicing my Spanish with the disapproving cat.
Oh, okay.
She did not like that when I
I
told
do
her.
not
She,
care for the foreign
there was a thing where it was like, my cat has a small head, and she was like,
What?
glorious head.
I know, right?
You're asking about Professor Potts.
Yes. You said
Alexander.
you said Potts turned and fixed her with one gleaming automaton eye.
They're green. You
Despite,
can put green in there. I checked that.
Well, but then we have despite having a fixed face, it should be having. Despite having a fixed face, she'd become quite adept at reading those bright green eyes.
He has got green eyes. He's got 2 eyes.
You say gleaming automaton eye, and then he's got eyes.
Oh, well, then check for him.
Does he have one eye, or does he
He
have
has
two?
dos. What's the word for eyes?
I thought you showed me a picture
Ojos?
of Potts once, or the image of what Potts
Now
was.
you're just thinking of Among Us.
No.
No, you know the. I did show you a picture of him. What I thought he might look similar to is that awful Wizard of Oz show that they had.
Hang on.
And I can't remember the name of the robot.
It was called Return to Oz.
And the robot was called. But I mean, I imagine he looks similar to that. But he rolls. He doesn't have arms. Well, he can have arms and legs, but he doesn't have arms and legs.
Yeah, Return to Oz, 1985.
So he's like a
film.
spherical shape on the bottom that rolls a little like BB-8 when he has his arms and legs in there, but he
Right.
can also pop them out.
Oh, yeah.
And then on top, he's got the little head with the little green eyes.
Ew.
What do you mean, ew? He's
No,
adorable.
I just found this.
You're looking at the wrong thing.
This Delarte version of Return to Oz, and it was it's even more nightmare fuelish. But if I think I found it. It's this yeah, I see him. So it was TikTok.
TikTok, that's who
that was
it
the name of the
was.
character, TikTok.
Yeah, somewhat similar to that, but
Okay. So with one gleaming so it wouldn't be one gleaming automaton.
fixed him with 2 gleaming
Yeah.
automaton eyes.
And his eyes are green as well.
his eyes are green because he's got the emerald flame in his belly. That's how he is
that's
powered.
right. That's right.
So it reflects in
right.
his eyes.
All right.
And Julia has blue eyes. Verity
She is
has
totes adorbs.
green eyes as
Isn't she,
well.
Christina?
Verity has green eyes. What does that mean? Ooh. I don't know if it means anything. Let's make it seem like we try to make the connection between the emerald flame and Verity right from the very beginning, like we knew that was going to happen.
Do you want me to put the kettle on?
Yes.
All right. I'll go get your computer, and then I'm going to put the kettle on.
And then I shall go make tea.
Yes.
I need to order some more teas.
What do you mean? We got a crap ton of tea.
You never have enough tea. Isn't that right? Isn't that right, T. Morris? Hey. 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 Missed you, Christina. I have no idea what day of the week it is. It was funny, yesterday we were talking about the fact that we had, at the beginning of the pandemic, we'd renovated our little upstairs bathroom, our ensuite bathroom. And Serena Sunny was saying, didn't you do that last year? And I said, no, I think we probably did it in about, I can't say exactly, but I would guess April or May. And she said, God, that feels like it was last year. And I said, yes, it feels like it was 10,000 years ago. That is entirely how it feels to me. But it wasn't. And we're getting ready to have Thanksgiving. I don't know how this happened. I don't know how any of this happened, but we'll get there. I really do need a cup of tea before I start writing that, because I'm about to... Tea punk teas. Ooh, that's what I need. Another purveyor of teas. My favourites, I like the Victorian Fog, but T does not care for the Victorian Fog, by a place called Harney and Sons. But they also do a really good, like a vanilla tea one, and a what's the other one? Oh, the other one we get is it's Madagascar vanilla tea. There are two teas I really like, and I cannot live without.
Okay.
The Madagascar tea that we got first from Trummers, remember?
Yes.
That is
Yes.
one of my favorites. And the other one, I've got the steam.
Verena wouldn't mind the vanilla in that. She only minds it if we put the vanilla in her beer. That's the thing.
So I should go up. See, you do not care for the Earl Grey Fog.
I didn't like the Earl Grey Fog and.
No, what's it called? It's London Fog. Is it a London Fog?
I didn't particularly care for it.
Where's
No.
the Earl Grey Fog? You don't like. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, I mean October. Well, honestly, what is time? Time is a flat circle. It's this whole year feels like it has gone by in both spurts and in long dragged out segments. Like October felt like it came and went, and then there was November. Election month, and that felt like we had all just aged like 1,000 years. Sorry, I'm just trying to.
I know. So you're in the file right now, are you?
No, I'm in chapters 5 and 6. I've returned.
Well, I've
returned to the kids, and their little
Yeah, don't forget the monkey.
their little trek.
Just, I don't know if the monkey turns up, but there's a monkey.
Why
did Carissa what?
What?
It said Scrivener crashed on me, and I'm like, what?
There.
Oh, it's a new. Oh, I got an update. Fixed the bug.
Pardon
fixed
me,
some more bugs. Fixed another bug. Install update. So we'll give that a little minute to do that.
T-Punk Teas has specialty blends.
Mm-hmm.
Two of my favorites are called Dark Side of the Spoon and Scarlet Women.
I'm going to have to look at that now. Because also it's Black Friday and Cyber Monday coming up, and so I'm prepared to, put a little bit of money into trying some different things, especially if it's tea related. I think we've seen... I feel like we've seen T-Punk teas at an event. Remember when we had events? I feel like we might have even bought
events.
some. Where are they out of is my question. That would probably tell me where they... I tend to like black teas because they have a little more caffeine in them, and I like a little more caffeine in my... I like a little kick.
Be listening for the kettle, because I put the kettle on.
Yeah, I better go up and make it. Ooh, Cossack's Kiss. That sounds nice. I would like a Cossack Kiss. Yeah, I'll bring down my two kinds of tea that I like. I think I would call them my two staples.
Yo, Nico, how are you?
Hey, Nico.
So I saw the clip of
He missed out,
Brandon
didn't he?
being, man, I tell you what, I did miss out.
I love how Brandon's like,
Hi.
David, hi.
Hi. Oh my God.
I'm gonna go deal with the tea. Not with that tea.
Yeah, different tea.
I'll come back and deal with you.
Nico, I won't lie, that was a hard run. It was just real. I mean, it wasn't even cold. It was just rough. I mean, I was exhausted. I had but I think I've learned a lesson is that if a raid, if it's if I get raided though in the middle of a hunt, I'm just gonna let people know. Okay, I'll get to you in a second. I got a team on site. But remind me. So basically, you put the crucifix down, and because the crucifix was already down on the ground, you were in the safety zone, right? You were in the safety zone of that, correct? Because oh man, that was wicked cool. That was wicked cool. I see. Oh, so if the hunt it begins in the safe zone, I see. Then that means it can't go any further. That makes sense. Whoa! Why did it say thanks for watching? I didn't even touch that. That's weird. I see. I see. That's good to know. That's good to know. Yes, my darling?
When the tea is ready, I'm going to need you to just pop into intermission for a couple of minutes. It's not being ready downstairs.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Just let me know.
Okay?
Yep.
Thanks, sir.
All right. Computer off. There we go. All right. Yeah, it is a guess. It is a guess. But, yeah. Actually, I wanted to do that. Since I'm down here, I might as well. Let's see. Anything new? Nope, nothing new in that. That's kind of a disappointment. All right. Oh, not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so I'll go to sent. Let me just see here. Tips. David. What's that, David? Steven, Chuck. Careers. All right, let's try this. Really? I thought I sent this. All right, hang on a minute. Wow, really? Huh. I honestly thought, chat, that I sent an image from here, but I guess I didn't. All right, well then. Let's see. Yes, darling.
One more question. Did you want black past bourbon, or did you want smoky lapsang souchong tea with sweet vanilla smokestack?
Let's go with the bourbon.
Hold on.
That's an angry pot.
Angry copper.
It's an angry copper.
I'm doing tea animals rather than a pot, so I'm having the Victorian London. It's called Victorian London Fog.
All right, I am going to have instead either the bourbon or the yeah. Go ahead and I'll take the bourbon.
Smokestack?
Yeah, I'll take the smokestack. Not the bourbon one, the smokestack. The smokestack one's fine. Oh, wait a minute. Did I never do this? Oh my god, chat. I didn't realize this. Read the rules before chatting. Alright. Alright, hang on. I gotta change this up, chat. I gotta change this up. I'm going to I didn't realize this. I wonder what made me not do this before, chat. But here we go. Hold on one second. First things first. I gotta pull up the new writing project that I'm doing. All right, so let's. So I'm gonna. Oh, nope. So I'm going to. What? This is the work in progress. Okay, I'm gonna hide the work in progress for just a moment. No. It's a bourbon flavored tea, but I'm gonna add in a new source here. It'll be a window. Is it a window capture? It's a window capture. The new source will be Discord. And now I just have to find it. There we go. And I'll put that here. So chat, look at this. It turns out Phasmophobia has its own Discord. And I didn't realize this. Okay, so let me just go on ahead. Do not post links to invite. Do not post invite links. Do not post any links to other websites. Images and screenshots are kept with the media channels. All game spoilers are only allowed in game questions and have to be marked with spoiler tags. Do not spam. Do not spoiler bait. Keep your action motion spamming to a minimum. Oh, this is only part of the rules. There's a lot of rules here. Discord, within this Discord, behavior, respect each other. Intentionally making people uncomfortable will not be tolerated. Ban topics, political, controversial, not safe for work. Phobic, racist, sexist comments, yes. Nicknames, emotes, avatars, and general conversation. Maturity, acting as an adult. Anyone under 13. Zero tolerance for people doing anything illegal or inhumane with the server. Explicit messages, malicious behavior. False accusations. Moderators reserve the right to warn, mute, kick, ban accordingly. Admins reserve the right to punish individuals who break the rules as they see fit. Channel rules. Don't post. Hacking and piracy. Any discussion about cheats and mods or malicious mods is not allowed. This includes any mods, any individuals. Don't ask to become staff. Don't DM anyone. Never at DM developers. Please post all bugs report. All right. Do that thumbs up. All right. General chat, game questions, support, feedback, game suggestions. Here we go. All right, Nico, you can help me compose this. Oh, wow. Oh, she's brought the whole tray down here.
Well, I'm going to have to ask you to bring down the cups because
okay.
I'm good at falling downstairs.
All right. Did you want to set up a couple of the TV trays and
Oh yeah, I'll get a TV tray.
Okay. Well, I was talking about putting two of them together. Then you could put the tray over there.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'll do that. I brought down some of the teas to show chat because I drank a lot of tea
Yes.
in my time. Sipped a lot of tea. And there are some that I just consistently enjoy. Whoops. But you haven't seen this tray for a while either. Oop, alarm's gone off. The tea's ready. Alexa off. Ready for some tea time show and tell?
Well, I just found out Phasmophobia has a Discord.
Oh.
And they have a thread called Game Suggestions.
Oh, okay.
So,
you should be on that.
Oh, wow. Being a brutal masterpiece of disorientation and downright terror. I love that. I love that.
I love the word brutal. I don't like brutal things, but I love the word. It just conveys a lot. Ooh, dark chocolate with blackberry.
Oh, that sounds good.
Oh, Lord.
So
here we go. I'm going to be buying some tea. I wonder if they come in little tins. They probably do. So, here are some of my favourites, chat, if you like tea. I like Harney and Sons. They're a really good American blend. I mean, it looks like it's British with this tin and the little crown and stuff on it, but it's actually from America. This is the one I'm having today, which is the Victorian London Fog. Can you think of a more steampunk tea name than that? Well, you can, but it usually involves cogs. This is our other favourite one. We've got to get a refill on this because it's almost finished. The Black Cask Bourbon. That's our favourite.
Actually, Chad, if you wanna get, oh, sorry, go ahead, baby. I should probably say.
You can go upstairs and get the cups while I'm finishing off this.
Well, actually,
this one is almost finished as well.
I wanted to go on ahead and help out. I'm getting. Oop. Oh, dirt.
Oh, you've been out of black teas. I love a good black tea. I need the caffeine.
Here, Nico, this might make it a little easier for you to help me
Tea
with
Punk.
it.
Yeah, I'm on
Do
Tea
this.
Punk's site right now, Shadow's Edge. Thank you. I can see some things here that I would like to buy, but I will also get refills of this one from Harney and Sons,
There we go.
and
Whoa.
and this other one I got is from Golden Moon Tea. We discovered this at a local cafe that they were showcasing, and it's Madagascar
That might be better.
vanilla,
Yeah.
which is also very nice. So I'm having the Victorian London Fog from Harney and Sons, and then this one we picked up at another steampunk event. It's called B&C Emporium of Tea, and they're on Etsy. They're out of Hagerstown, Maryland, and this is Smokestacks. I only got a small one of this because we were sampling it. Smokestacks Smoky Lapsang Souchong tea with a sweet vanilla finish. Very fond of the vanilla. So we're drinking 2 of these today. But because we felt like different teas, I made 2 different cups. I brought down this so we can put our little friends in there. And then the other thing, my mother-in-law gave me some money for my birthday, like last year, I think. And I decided I love the willow pattern, the traditional willow pattern, blue and white. And I had seen this advertised a few places, and it was a little pricey, but I thought, oh, it's my birthday. This is last year. So I picked it up. It's called Things Could Be Worse, which is perhaps not the thing to be talking about in 2020. But it's the traditional willow pattern. I'm not sure if you can see it, but this one's got dinosaurs and zombies and Sasquatch running amok in your little village town. This is the little sugar canister, and then this is the cute little milk boat. This one is a giant toad. Am I focusing this properly, T?
Huh? Sorry, I'm. Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, it's got a giant toad attacking the village, and there's some other things. I've got the complete set. I've got a couple of. I think I've got 4. The mug's a good size. I like a teacup as much as the next person, but I also kind of like the volume of a coffee mug. So these are sort of a difference between them. They sort of split the difference. But they're all made of porcelain. I think they get them produced out of Poland. They have some really cool plates and various other things, but I needed the tea set. Huh, that's interesting. Sorry, I'm just looking at some of the things that we've kept. So because we're doing a series, when we do a different open a new project file for each book ascending in the series, we copy all the research from the previous books over, which is very, very useful as far as, you know, remembering things that you were planning to do, or keep things all square in your head. Sometimes it's hard to like, we've got ones like Victorian slang, Scottish brogue, details about the house in Onslow Square, Victorian spirituality. Howler monkeys now have been added. But yeah, I was onto this chapter that I was just about to finish off, where he meets the princess. Oh, I was like, hold on, where did all the chapters go that I was working on? That's right, I remember I opened the file on the next book rather than the current book. I'm still loving the title you came up with, by the way, T.
Oh,
The Legacy of Atlantis.
Legacy of Atlantis.
That's a cool title. And we've been looking at some images of the person that we used for Verity Fitzroy, and there were some quite good ones. And I think at the back it's probably going to be red, and it's going to have the symbol from Atlantis, which is like concentric circles with a dot in the middle and then a line bisecting all the way to the dot, which has been found in cave paintings and drawings and things. You into flow. I bought cookies too. I bought biscuits. Okay. I'm looking at teas right now. I just like rooibos teas. I'm not a very big green tea person. I know green tea's great for you and all that, but I seldom find the one that I just doesn't taste like grass. And so to me, I like the black, or maybe a white tea. Not a mint tea person either. I remember having a dragon tea once. It was pretty good. White tea. Yeah, I think I've had a dragon oolong at one point.
It's the Queen Mary that is in port that's haunted, right? That's the one that everybody talks about. Not the QE2, but the Queen Mary, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yes,
so
Queen
chat,
Mary.
what you're watching is this is a writing stream. I kid you not, but right now I am writing a proposal, more or less a proposal, to the folks at Phasmophobia of 3 ideas we have for.
Oh, okay, you're not working on that.
No, I will be in a second. I just have to get this out now because I've been sitting on this.
I want my cup of tea, and can you just bring my cup of tea downstairs for me? And then I won't bother you.
All right,
Just
all
want my
right.
cup of tea.
Chat, you can go ahead and read what I've got so far. Tell me if I'm missing anything here. All right, what did you want me to bring down?
The 2 cups of tea that are upstairs. I know that I'm a clumsy person and will trip down the stairs with them, and they're my good china, so I don't want to do that. I did, however, manage to bring these down without breaking. So also my little sugar container has actual proper raw sugar cubes, which taste much better than regular sugar. And they're civilized. Yes, the Queen Mary is indeed supposedly haunted. Well, they've got lots of...
Wait, so am I the manatee or am I the unicorn?
You gotta show chat. You're the manatee. Oh, the humanity.
Oh, the manatee.
You are the humanity. And I brought that glass over so we could... So these are our... it's hot. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. No, you don't need that because it drains out of here.
Oh, right.
So,
Well,
are you...
have a coaster.
Oh, we have a coaster? Oh, there it is.
We've got a coaster right here.
So, I know I'm giving a lot of discussion about tea, but I think steampunk and tea, they're just the same thing.
They go hand in hand.
So the when we're both drinking the same thing, I have a proper pot that goes with this set. But when we we are in disagreement, I tend to make I have a few of these little silicon animals that you can fill up with tea and then soak. So mine, can they see mine tea? There's a unicorn.
Yeah, and mine is mine's a manatee.
There he is. There's
Mine's a manatee.
The manatee's good because you can get a lot of tea in the manatee.
Yeah, that's true.
The little unicorn, maybe not so much. But
Oh, the ghost hunters investigated the Queen Mary, but the Queen Elizabeth II has a reputation.
I'm sure all those big ships. I think the Queen, wasn't she used as a hospital ship in World War II as well?
Probably. Yes, I think
Yeah.
so.
So I'm just gonna. Here's a teaspoon. You don't have to drink it with the manatee in it. Just so you know, the manatee is not required. So I'm going to take out my little unicorn. I love this guy. Look at this little guy. Just pull him by his horn. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. And I'll put him in this. There he is. That's how he kind of sits in his, bathes in his tea. Nothing more
So
civilized.
here's another question I would have. So chat, as you can see, this is a pretty lengthy thing that I'm about to post in here. And I'm thinking, should I just go ahead and post it? Or should I, there's a general chat right here. And I'm wondering if I should make an introduction to go, hi, I'm a writer, I'm a fan of your game. And I have a suggestion, and it does say bug reporting and suggestions are handled through our Discord. So I know they're accepting suggestions. I'm just worried that this is a pretty big suggestion I'm dropping in their laps.
Why don't you break it up into like, here's one suggestion, here's two suggestions?
Because I think it comes across as spamming.
Okay. Well, it's one or the other.
Yeah.
Would you like some milk and sugar?
Yes, I would. Just okay. Yeah, it's then off to the right then from Monkey. It's a great idea, but okay. So
I'm going to pass it through the Stargate to you.
All right.
There's the milk.
All right.
There's the sugar.
And the sugar, and I need
And there's a spoon.
spoon. I'll see you.
And here, put the manatee in here.
The
Put
spoon.
the manatee on the other side.
The lunatic is in the hole.
Aren't they adorable? Yeah, Rick says he's got the shark and the octopus. I haven't got an octopus, I've got a shark. And a lot of cat ones. Look at these two little fellas hanging out together.
That smokestack smells so good, though.
I know.
It smells so
very
good.
smoky.
Ooh. We got the these are the
Proper the cubes.
these are the cubes.
That's how we roll, man. You do not half-ass tea.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and introduce myself, but I'm gonna write it out first. So I'm gonna give some quick. Yeah, no, it is a real concern.
Yeah, you don't want to be the douchebag who comes in and just like, I'm using your community for this. Would you like
So
a cinnamon stick from Lidl?
I would love a cinnamon stick from Lidl. So here's my next question.
Okay.
Should I not a suggestion. No, another question. The aircraft carrier that's in New York City, where they have all the different.
Is that the Intrepid?
Yeah, I think that's the Intrepid. Yeah.
I can feel life returning. Might have to have a second cup. That's why I saved these guys.
Right. USS New Jersey? Okay. Because I was going to recommend the USS North Carolina because that's a battleship. Is the Jersey, is that a battleship, Monkey?
That's so good.
Someone just went add toggle sprint. Okay. All right.
Oh, God. I am going to write. I promise you. I'm just.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there, Chad.
I'm just rebooting my brain with some caffeine. Oh yeah, I might need 2 cups. Might need another cup of this. I must remember to order some more.
All right. Here's what I'm going to do. So I've just made this huge info dump. What do you do next? Here's my thought.
What do you do next?
Here's my thought. I basically select it all, and then I cut it. I just cut the whole thing. Whew. Oh wow! A new type of ghost, Shinigami. Part of Japanese culture is very similar to the Grim Reaper. This ghost would make people suicidal or likely to trick someone into thinking something completely false. Unique strengths. The Shinigami is a trickery ghost and will try to mislead you. This could be from sending a decoy from another room or perhaps flickering the lights in another room, ringing the phone in the high school in a room from across the hall beside it. So anyway, so I've cut this, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Word, create a new file, which you probably won't see here, and I'm going to drop it in as a backup just to make sure I haven't lost it. It's still on my clipboard, but now I will go up and I will introduce myself. And what I will do is this. I'm going to paste it here, and then I'm going to cut it again.
Tea is life.
I love the fact I'm sitting here working on Discord, and and we get this. Okay, Okay. So how do you think this sounds, everybody? And you know, please feel free to be as critical as you like about this this introduction. This is what I say. Good afternoon, Kinetic Games. I would first like to say how much me and my friends, the Scream team, have been enjoying Phasmophobia. It's been a blast, and we want to congratulate you on your recent nomination with the 2020 Game Awards. My name is T. Morris, and I'm a science fiction fantasy author and an author of nonfiction books. I'm making this introduction because I'm about to drop into game suggestions a few ideas for new maps. I want you all to know this post is coming, and it is quite sincere. I've been playing Phasmophobia since September, and it's been nothing less than an incredible experience. Thank you for, not suck an amazing game. How about such an amazing game? Yes, thank you, Nico. Yeah, I caught that too. What do you think? Does that work?
I think I'm going to take my unicorn upstairs for another cover.
That is why, chat, the less. And by the way, MZ, there's your first lesson as a writer. Proofread, proofread, proofread. No matter what it is, especially if it's a Discord thing. So you all think that's a worthwhile y'all think that's a worthwhile thing? If it's worthwhile, I'm dropping it. Okay, here we go. All right. This is why we proofread. Cheers to you. There you go. Well, thank you for joining us, MC. I really do appreciate it. Thank you again for the follow. Okay. Hey, Phased Out. How are you? All right, so here I go. Here I go. So now, I've just dropped in that thing. And now, here's the original post. Cross-reference, general chat. Okay. So, well, thank you. Oh, yeah, and isn't this an amazing game, MC? Isn't it amazing? All right, so I would like to go on ahead. As you can see, what I've got here, chat, is I have a a post that I'm going to just post. But the thing is, it's a big ass post. So what I've done is I've made an introduction on the Discord, and then I'm turning around and I'm about to drop this into game suggestions. So let me go on ahead and if you can't see the screen, I'll read it out to you. So here's what I've got. Hi everyone. As I mentioned in my introduction over at General Chat, my friends and I, Nico, cheers, have been kicking around ideas for new maps for the past 2 weeks. The current ones are fantastic, the Asylum being a brutal masterpiece of disorientation and downright terror. We don't know if you were always accepting ideas this deep. But here are a few we've kicked around. Actually, how about this? Just to make it a little more personal. Here are a few my Scream team have kicked around. My Scream team kicked around. Lighthouse. This was an idea inspired by the original Ghost Hunters. The thought is this could be a haunting that could happen at one of 3 locations: the Lightkeeper's house, the lighthouse, the docks. This would make the map spread out like the Asylum or high school, as the haunting could be. That's where you catch that. let's see. The map will be spread out. And offer additional challenges this would make the map spread out like the asylum or high school, and offering additional challenges for coverage. It is a good line, isn't it, Rick? Additionally, the increased difficulty of the lighthouse would be if the haunting is in the actual light and a hunt occurs, it's only one way in, one way out. All right, so let me read that again. Lighthouse. This was an idea inspired by the original Ghost Hunters. The thought is, this could be a haunting that could happen at one of three locations: the lightkeeper's house, the lighthouse itself, or the docks. This would make the map spread out like the asylum or high school and offer additional challenges for coverage. Additionally, the increased difficulty of the lighthouse would be if the haunting is in the actual light and a hunt occurs, it's only one way in, one way out. Antique toy store. This could be as compact or spread out as you like it, with shopping aisles offering many twists and turns and very few, if any, rooms to hide in. The fun of this location, the variety of toys on the shelves. The fun of this location, the variety of toys on the shelves. Dolls that can change their facial expressions, or heads that turn one way or the other. Perhaps a laughing monkey with the cymbals suddenly going off. Something to consider. Retired military ship. Originally inspired by the thought of having a map on something like a Queen Mary, a pristine luxury ship turned tourist attraction that's haunted. Okay, let me read that again. Retired military ship. Originally inspired by the thought of having a map on something like a Queen Mary, a pristine luxury ship turned tourist attraction that's haunted. But then we kicked around the idea of having an investigation on a retired military ship like the USS Intrepid, Carrier, or the USS New Jersey, battleship. The additional touch with the ghosts here is they could be sailors, soldiers, thought to be the original crew. Hey, Fly In, how are you? Good to see you. I know this is a huge first-time post, but we've been brainstorming these. Thank you, Fly In. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Welcome to the stream. We're going to be writing in a few minutes, but right now I'm talking about... I do see that, Fly In. But right now we're talking about writing in a different way. We're talking about writing with writing proposals on boards like this one, and not pissing off the original moderators or hosts. I've already said we've been sitting on these for a week. So then I say, I know this is a huge first-time post, but feel free to run with this. We absolutely love this game. Did I miss anything, Nico? And I know it's a big post because I'm getting the characters warning. All right, no problem. So I'll reread it again. So here's so tell me what you think of this, Pip. Hi everyone. As I mentioned in my introduction over at General Chat, my friends and I have been kicking around ideas for new maps for the past 2 weeks. The current ones are fantastic, the Asylum being a brutal masterpiece of disorientation and downright terror. We don't know if you are always accepting ideas this deep, but here are a few my Scream team kicked around. Lighthouse. This was an idea inspired by the original Ghost Hunters. The thought is, this could be a haunting that could happen at one of 3 locations. Oh yeah, Fly-In. Phasmophobia is absolutely phenomenal. The thought is, this could be a haunting that could happen at one of 3 locations. The Lightkeeper's house, the lighthouse itself, or the docks. This would make the map spread out like the Asylum or High School and offer additional challenges for coverage. Additionally, the increased difficulty of the lighthouse would be if the haunting is in the actual light and a hunt occurs, it's only one way in, one way out. Oh, thank you. Antique Toy Store. This could be as compact or as spread out as you like, with shopping aisles offering many twists and turns, and very few, if any, rooms to hide in. The fun of this location, the variety of toys on the shelves, dolls that change their facial expressions or heads that turn one way or the other. Perhaps a laughing monkey with symbols suddenly going off, something to consider. Retired military ship. Originally inspired by the thought of having a map on something like a Queen Mary, a pristine luxury ship turned tourist attraction that's haunted. We kicked around the let's take out the but then. Let's take out the but then. Okay. Originally inspired by the thought of having a map on something like a Queen Mary, a pristine luxury ship turned tourist attraction that's haunted. But we kicked around the idea of having an investigation on a retired military ship like the USS Intrepid carrier or the USS New Jersey battleship. The additional touch with the ghosts here is they could be sailors, soldiers thought to be the original crew. I know this is a huge first-time post, but feel free to run with any of these. We absolutely love this game. So what do you think, chat? Did I miss anything? Last call, chat. Next thing I do, I'm going to post it. All right. Now, just to make sure this doesn't disappear into the ether, I'm going to also do this. I'm going to do a Control C. I'm going to go back to the post that or they're going back to the original thing I cut and paste. I'm going to cut and paste it again. So I have a backup just in case anything happens. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Post. And now we wait. And now we wait. And now we wait, chat. And either we're going to be like, who's this dingbat? Or, good God, I love this idea. Let's see if I get any...
So we got a funny thing today in the mail.
Did we? What did we get in the mail?
Apparently, the Jehovah's Witnesses, since people aren't answering doors anymore, they get people to write handwritten notes to you.
Oh, dear God. Are you kidding me?
But, yeah, they give it away that it's not... I mean, it's supposed to be personal, but then they put Morris family or current resident.
Oh, dear God.
And it looks like an old... I feel terrible. I think it's probably some little old lady that they've got writing notes or something.
Oh, it's got that kind of handwriting?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
I mean... I feel sorry. As a sad. But anyway.
Wow. A lot of people have just keep dropping comments on comments and comments. Okay, let me see what. Hey now, I'm pretty stoked about that. We've already gotten 4 reactions on it. We already got 4 reactions on it. Levels should spawn random usable items like sanity pills, candles, flashlights, lighters, etc. It should make sense for the location and spawn inside cupboards. I don't know how to interpret this one, but someone just reacted with the someone reacted with the emote recycle. Hopefully that's a good thing. And speaking of good things, Pip.
Yes.
So Greg Lemon, you remember Greg, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Greg Lemon is doing a special streamathon.
Mm-hmm. I'm just dunking my unicorn.
And he is talking about us being a part of he's invited us to be part of this this thing at his that he's doing right now. He would like to know about for a couple of times that would work between midnight to midnight Mountain Standard Time on November 30th, which is roughly 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. November 30th to December 1st. When would you want to do?
What day of the week is that? I remember there are days of the week. Vaguely, I still think
that's
there.
Monday to Tuesday. So it'd either be late Monday night or early Tuesday morning. When would you want to do it?
Late Monday night. I'm more of a night owl than a morning.
So would you say 8, 9? You want me to just say 8, 9, or 10 p.m.?
Yeah, we can do any of those. I am not a morning person. I'm really not a morning person. Maybe, mind you, could take up tea in the morning, and then maybe I'd be a morning person. But
and actually, he just sent one.
I just love this little unicorn.
Oh, actually, I should probably turn this off since I'm actually now talking to somebody else and has nothing to do here. Okay, so I'll turn off Discord and I'll turn back on the work in progress. Okay.
Little bit of milk. This is actual milk we're putting in here, T. Okay, once I've consumed this cup of tea, I will be ready to go. I'll be fully caffeinated. Honestly, after about 2 cups of tea, I start talking really, really fast. And
I noticed.
3, you don't want to know. Did it once. I think I'm quite sensitive to caffeine. I used to drink coffee like in my 20s, early 30s. But I don't know, I just kind of got out of the habit of it. And how tea is. And I have converted over to the heathen practice of iced tea. When I first arrived here, I was horrified by the idea, and gradually over the decade they have chipped away at my resolve. Look at that cute picture of the kitties. Can I sneak up on them and take a little picture?
We are being raided by Sharky, a party of 11. Yo, Sharky! Look at that. Filling the chat window with spam. How about that? That's a Sharky raid. How about that action?
Ooh,
hail to the king, baby.
We appreciate you. Yeah. We love that.
That's a lot of shocking.
Yes.
Just about to start.
More of that, please.
G'day.
More of that, my girl.
Bonza.
Well, how are you? Oh, no, not good day. Don't say good day, say kia ora. Say kia ora, walk.
Unless you're
kia ora.
Australian, you can say good day if you're Australian.
If you're Australian, yeah. But I mean, my wife, she's
British.
Kiwi.
I'll let you get, if you're in the general Commonwealth.
We are good, Sharky. We are good. We just So this is a writing stream that you caught me in, but here's the funny thing, Sharky. And we're having a cup of tea. We're writing steampunk, so we're having a cup of tea. Mm-hmm. And along with a cup of tea, I just set off to the Phasmophobia board, because it turns out Phasmophobia is on Discord. Shocker that.
Of course they are.
And on the Phasmophobia board, I reached out and I said,
Oh, it's Mrs. Aussie. That's
the Mrs. is Aussie.
I
Yeah.
let T get away with sort of stuff that he probably wouldn't be allowed
If
to
I
get away
ever,
with. That was a
whenever
bad
I
idea.
do an Aussie accent with my wife, she doesn't like it. Nah, she doesn't.
Well, it was also bad at the New Zealand accent as well.
No, my accent's pretty good there, bro. It's good there, right?
Don't do that in New Zealand. You'll get kicked to death.
I will. Linda likes it. So
Wow.
I'll tell you a quick. I'll tell you a quick story about this book right here, the book that Pip and I wrote, Steampunk Story, Ministry of Peculiar Occurrences. Right. In this book, we
Oh, God.
we
You've
were
been telling this story for like a decade.
no. This is the different story. This is the story about how we named one of our agents.
Yeah.
So, so we were talking about agents from all the different parts of the globe, because the ministry is an international organization. And Pip said, so if we have a New Zealand agent, which was Eliza D. Braun, who is our Australian agent going to be? And we're like,
Hey,
do we
got to be called Bruce.
Yeah. Pip was like,
Perfect.
Pip was like, he's got to be named Bruce, you know. G'day, Bruce. How are you, Bruce? Good to see you, Bruce. What's your name? Michael. Michael? That might cause confusion. Mind if we call you Bruce? Keep things clear. So Pip looks at me and goes, all right, so we got his first name, Bruce. But Bruce what? And I went, that's easy. Bruce Campbell. And we then made him this big 6-foot square-jawed individual. And his name was
I don't know where we got the idea for
Bruce
that,
Campbell.
Yeah.
Agent of the Ministry of Peculiar Occurrences. And we had so much damn fun. So yes, now you know the inspiration behind Bruce Campbell in the Ministry books was in fact Bruce Campbell.
Strangely enough, we never got invited to any Australian steampunk events.
No, we
after
did
that.
not.
I don't know why.
But the Evil Dead conferences, they wanted us really bad. Can never figure out why.
I don't know if there are any Evil Dead
I don't think.
conferences.
Oh, I guarantee you there are.
Well, I imagine there's
there are.
horror conventions, but
Yeah.
I don't know if there's an Evil Dead particularly.
But anyway, but yeah,
Probably
Sharky.
is. Prove me wrong, chat.
Really, Sharky, you met
Oh!
Bruce Campbell? You stud. You stud.
Was it
Man.
everything you dreamed of?
He's a good. He seems like
He
a
seems
good
like
guy.
a good egg.
He seems like a guy who understands. I got to be good to my fans because my fans have been good to me.
And he got to hang out with Xena Warrior Princess.
That's true. That's true.
So-
That's true. Yo,
He's like
she
a-
bitch. Let's go. love me some Bruce Campbell.
No, he never
Love-
did that to her, did he?
No. He
did he?
never did that.
Did we ever watch the last season of the TV series? I'm
I
not
don't
sure
think we ever did. I don't think we ever did.
Might have to catch up on that. Been catching up on a few things. So yeah, so are you gonna jump into? So we're writing. We're gonna be writing.
Yeah.
I'm
So
drinking tea.
anyway, so the thing was, Sharky, we were writing steampunk, but then then along with writing steampunk, Sharky's gonna send me a photo.
Please do. That would be cool.
But
all right, I'm gonna have to show the current series we're working on.
well, that's the current series we're working on, yeah. But anyway, so yeah, we we just so we were just about to get into writing for this, and then I found out that Phasmophobia has a Discord, and that's where they take suggestions.
That's how we know that he's a professional writer, because his procrastination level is off the charts.
Off the friggin' charts.
Because if there's one thing writers are really good at, it's procrastination.
But I did manage to write what I think is a very sharp proposal / pitch of all the different of the 3 different maps that we're pitching. So for those of you who just joined us, whoa, you all right?
Just a bunch of books.
Okay.
So it's an occupational hazard.
Yeah, it is. But for those of you who are in chat right now, thank you very much. First off, my name is T. You can call me T. You can call me T Monster. You can call me Twitch Dad. And I'm primarily a Destiny streamer, But lately, my wife and I, that's my wife Pip over there. You can call her
Hello.
Twitch Mom. But Pip and I are professional authors. We've written everything from the aforementioned Ministry of Peculiar Occurrences, which you just saw,
I'm just picking them all up and showing
to
to people.
this book right over here. This is Podcasting for Dummies. This just came out. The 4th edition of this came out. Another book that you might know me for in the Dummies canon is Twitch for Dummies. I did write Twitch for Dummies. It's an actual book. And I've also written Discord for Dummies. And anyway, I play primarily Destiny, but I've been branching out and doing some other games. And one of the games I've been branching out on is Phasmophobia. And me and my buddy Nico, who is in chat right now, we've been kicking around some ideas about different maps that they can start developing or working on. And the 3 that we came up with, that we said we should pitch these to them. We should pitch these to them. And then we found out that they actually take game suggestions. The 3 that we pitched to them is haunting at a lighthouse, at an antique toy store, and then finally a retired military ship. And then of course we went into details here, but it was fun. It was fun putting that together.
I took a picture of Cat.
Oh my God, Sharky, that is. Look at this, honey. You gotta see this picture.
Have a look at this.
Sharky, that is so ballin'. That is so ballin'. I love this picture so much.
Well, that's a cool picture.
That picture is bae. That picture is bae. Sharky, if you are not on my Discord, jump into my Discord right
Drop
now.
that in there.
Make sure you acknowledge the rules so that you can unlock all the rooms, and then by all means pop that picture in there and say T wanted me to share this with you all. Man, that's the kind of picture that just makes me smile and just that's awesome. Hang on a minute.
Caffeine's starting to kick in.
You can go on ahead and drop on in there. That picture is just awesome. How you doing there, Spence? Spence says hello, by the way.
Oh, show them this picture that I just took.
Which picture?
So
is
they
that?
know what the kitties are doing.
Oh,
Because Gamer Cat.
well, you also are on Discord. You can share that.
Not from that phone, I can't. I don't know.
Oh, not from this phone? All right.
Just show them. Just show them the picture of, so you know where Gamer Cat is, because I stole his camera.
If people were curious about where GamerCat is in the cat tree. He is in the lower
Cool.
he's in the lower curl. Bast is up top. And let's see, I would put that under chit chat. Put that under chit chat. And that's such a great shot. And just say T told me to post this here.
Did you want another cookie, or should I put the cookies away?
Put the cookies away because I still have a cookie over here.
I've still got plenty of cookies. Okay, now I've got room to put my computer up here. Whew. Oh yeah, now I'm buzzing.
I'm sure you are.
Whee! Who says tea is a poor substitute for coffee? For me, it's about the same. Although I suppose coffee would probably blow my head off right now.
I'm gonna give this thing a reaction. I'm gonna give it the Twitch Dad emote.
Whew.
And a heart reaction. I love this picture so much. Oh, and even Monkey liked it. There you go. You can't, Sharky, you can't not look at this picture and just break into a smile. It's awesome. Oh man. Okay, are we gonna start writing?
I was just clearing the decks a little bit to prepare for writing.
You know what? There must be some serious caffeine in that smokestack because I'm breaking a sweat over here. Woo! I'm gonna be speaking in tongues. All right.
The tongue of...
Oh, that was your first ever con? Good gravy.
Wow,
Good
what an
gravy.
experience to have on your first ever
Good
con.
gravy. What an experience to have at your first con. Wow.
That was my first American con, was Dragon Con.
Dragon Con.
That was also a crazy...
Was it there we met... I'm trying to remember who you met at that... Well, that was where we met Jen. If I remember correctly, Jen was at that Dragon Con. I'm trying to remember now. But yeah, And what you'll find out too, Sharky, is that there are two types of cons. There's cons like TwitchCon and that con probably that you went to, where when there are special events like that, sometimes you have to pay for an autograph or a photo op, and sometimes the stars are like, yeah, I'll stand here, you stand here, we're good. And then you got people like Bruce Campbell. And the other one that's notoriously funny with fans is I'm blanking on his name now. Jack Harkness. Who plays Jack Harkness? From Doctor Who, Captain Jack.
No, you shouldn't have asked me when I had
Oh my God, who? I'm blanking on that actor's name. John Barrowman.
John
Thank you.
Barrowman. Oh, thank God.
So John Barrowman. So a friend of ours was at Dragon Con in a kilt, and he's this 6 foot big ass dude. I love this. Sharky said, Bruce was like, "Do you trust me? Just stand here, and we'll make the magic happen." So,
I would dream of that.
So
would be
Barrowman was like, Barrowman said to my buddy, he posed for a picture with his wife Stacy, who I knew from the Ren Fair, and they're chatting away, and Barrowman was like, I'm Scottish, right? And he goes, yeah. And he goes, you're wearing a kilt. He goes, yeah. And he goes, you realize that it is my duty as a Scotsman. I have to check. And he was like, okay. And Barrowman told the photographer, this one's on me. And Barrowman got down on his hands and knees and looked up my buddy Russ looked up his kilt, and he did this. We saw that picture, remember? And he's like, and there's Russ like this. He's a former Marine, and he's like this. And I swear to God, that was the coolest shot until I saw that one, and I'm like, that is even cooler. That's a great shot, man. Oh, that is so awesome. Just let the magic happen. I read his first biography, If Chins Could Kill, and he seems like a good dude. Yeah, the famous person that Pip and I met together, I've heard Barrowman is a good guy. The biggest thing, I think the biggest fan moment I think we've ever had is when we found out that Felicia Day was a big fan of Pip's books too. Felicia Day was a huge fan of Pip's Geist books, and she actually read at least the first 2 of the Ministry of Peculiar Occurrences.
Yeah, that time at Dragon Con when she said, "Oh, just cut through the
cut in line," and
we were like,
we were getting some dirty looks from people.
We will get murdered if we do that. So we kind of stood off to one side, just like, and she came around the table. and I was like, "Oh, she hugged us, right? I'm pretty sure."
Yeah. No. When we first met, she hugged us the second time, but the first time, you said, "How you doing?" You went, "Hello, Felicia. I'm Philippa Ballantyne," and she went, "Pip, let me give you a hug," and she came around.
And that's when my mind
it just became a blank.
I just blanked out.
I am not going to tell that story. I'm going to save that for another time in my back pocket, chat.
He's told it a lot.
But I have. Barrowman touched my chest, and it was magic. I think the last time we brushed shoulders with any of the celebs, I want to say, I'm trying to think of which one it was. We've met a lot of literary people, a lot of literary folks, because when you go to the media cons, you tend to be, when you're the author, you tend to be pushed into the back of the bus.
With other authors, yeah.
But the last time I
well, you almost got run down by Jason Momoa. Does that count?
Yeah, I almost got run down by Jason Momoa, and this was pre Aquaman, but he was still like a huge dude. Probably one of the funniest though was when I saw I met Carrie Henn. She played Newt in Aliens.
That's right. You gave her a podcasting for dummies.
I gave her a podcasting
for dummies. She was a teacher.
Because she was a teacher. And I was like, oh my God, you're a teacher. I think that's the coolest thing in the world. And I go, can I give you a copy of Podcasting for Dummies? And she goes, oh, my colleagues would love that. So I signed it. I said, podcasts usually come out at night. Podcasts mostly come out at night. Mostly. And I handed it to her, and she just looked at it. She just gave me a sideways grin and said, do you know how many times people quote me on that? And then there was, but I think probably one of the coolest times I ever had was meeting Terry Brooks. Terry Brooks, the guy who wrote the Sword of Shannara, the whole Shannara series. He was one of the people that inspired me to become a writer, and he could not have been a nicer guy. And like with some celebs, writers can either be the nicest people you'll ever meet or the biggest twats you'll ever cross paths with. And the hardest part is trying to separate the wheat from the chaff. But Terry Brooks is one of the good ones. He's definitely one of the good ones. It's funny, Rick, because that's why I like to tell people when they meet me and they say, "Oh wow, you're a writer, you're famous." I go, "No, I'm almost famous," because the difference is Pip and I can go for a run. We can go shopping. We can do stuff, and nobody knows who you are. Writers are like the underground, mysterious voices that are in people's heads, and it's just one of those things. It's one of those things. And then you wind up the funnier still is you sometimes, if you're really lucky, like with you and Shauna, Rick, and with Gucci, Christina.
You make some amazing friends.
Yeah, you if you're really lucky, you get you establish and you cultivate a friendship with people, and yes, exactly. In Jen's case, she recognizes us by our voices because of our podcast. But
remember that time at DragonCon? That
was
first
Jen.
time. That was Jen, right?
That was Jen.
That was pretty awesome. That pretty much made my event.
Did we ever meet Robert Lynn Aspirin? No, we did not.
We have been grunted at several times by George R. Martin.
Yeah.
Met CJ Cherry, who's one of my personal heroes.
And she was delightful. We met
KW Jeter, who invented the term
Jeter, the guy who invented the term steampunk. Nice guy, KW Jeter. Real nice guy. Little prickly, but still a nice guy.
Joe Haldeman.
Joe Haldeman was very friendly.
So
He was
we met him
very
twice, and he actually remembered us.
Yeah. And then let's see.
Brandon Sanderson. I was on a panel with him, and he was really, really nice.
Yeah, he was very
Brandon's because he's at that level where you can be a jerk and get away with it. Quite frankly, some people just do. They take advantage of that.
Yeah.
But he was on a panel, and there were 4 or 5 of us, I think. And you get up on a panel when you're with someone like that, and you're like, he's just going to dominate the entire panel.
Yeah.
But he deliberately made sure that everybody got heard, which I thought was amazing.
Yeah, I was worried because I was moderating a panel, and Cory Doctorow was on it. Mm-hmm. And it was about, I want to say it was about technology or something, and something that was right up, but I was worried he was going to dominate.
Yeah.
And Cory piped in, and I said, Cory, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to cut you off. Could you hold your thought on that? Because I wanted to save that. I have a question for you coming up. Can you hold tight? And he said, yeah, sure. And he came up to me after the panel, and he said, you know what? I appreciate the way you did the moderation and all this stuff. And I mean, I told him, I said, great, because my heart was going a mile a minute. And he was very cool about it. And then I've met and broken bread very briefly with Chuck Wendig. Very nice guy, Chuck Wendig. And I'm of the camp where when people attack Chuck Wendig, they attack my fam, because he's just good people. He's just really good people.
So yeah, when you think about it, we've been very
lucky. Very lucky
and blessed.
Yeah. Hashtag authentic.
To meet so many amazing people. And it's not necessarily it's cool to meet your heroes and stuff, but it's also really cool to have that community of people that you have real relationships with. And, I am looking for... Oh, God.
No.
This thought is
Wendig, not Tingle. I've never met Chuck Tingle, Monkey. I have never met Chuck Tingle.
Well, we might have.
We might have.
But we won't know. We don't know.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good one.
But man, I was thinking about, we were talking about this yesterday, when we finally when it's finally safe for us to have events again, they are going to feel amazing. All those hugs and greetings are going to be just like, mwah, just amazing. So we just have to get to that point.
2020 is all about survival.
Mm-hmm.
Did we meet an amorous Bigfoot? No.
Not that I can
Walk,
recall.
thank you for the follow, and I certainly do appreciate it. And yes, I hope to see you again another time.
I've met a lot of dogs and prams.
What?
Dogs and prams.
Oh, right.
I'm trying to think of the animal. A lot of
we actually saw a few steampunk cats.
automaton birds.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, that's probably about the biggest thing we've seen. Is probably the dogs, the doggos, steampunk doggos.
Yeah, the last Comic-Con that I attended, or the Comic-Con adjacent event, there was an event out here called AwesomeCon, Sharky, and I present at AwesomeCon. I think they dig the thing I do. I give a talk called I call it the Big Score, and what I do is that I talk about the evolution of the science fiction soundtrack from the 1930s all the way to present day, and it becomes kind of like a greatest hits of science fiction soundtracks, and it's really a lot. I have a great time doing it, and the last couple times I've done it at AwesomeCon, we've packed the house. MagFest is another place I've done the talk at, and it was so much fun to do that. Nick Kelly, you've seen Nick in chat before. He's a Rev 3 dude. We do a tag team sequel to it, and it's called Slightly Off Key. And Slightly Off Key, we basically talk about terrific soundtracks in really terrible films. A good example of that is like Maximum Overdrive, terrible horror movie, directed by Stephen King, plagued with problems, but it's got a ballin' soundtrack from AC/DC. Then there's Battle Beyond the Stars. It's a Roger Corman ripoff of Star Wars, but what a wonderful soundtrack from James Horner. And there was another James Horner one we talked about too. Was it James? There are at least two soundtracks. Oh, Krull was the other one. The movie Krull, wonderful soundtrack. Shitty movie, an absolutely shitty movie. And one of these days I might take a ride down and see Rossi do the music. It's worth it. Watching Phil Monkey do music live, it's worth it. Worth the drive. Yeah. All right. So, Pip, where was the when Potts picked up the Emerald Flame? Where were they? Were they in Turkey?
He was made in London. Remember?
Yeah.
But it was the Illuminati who created him and used the Emerald Flame.
Oh, so he's had the Emerald Flame inside of him ever since.
Yes,
ever
in the
since
very first chapters,
Oh,
Verity
okay.
pops the cover open and sees what's inside.
Oh, okay. All right.
Which is very rude to do without a date, I've got to say.
Yeah. But they were in Turkey.
They were in Anatolia,
Yeah, Turkey.
which is part of Turkey, yeah.
Right. Do you know how to spell that, Anatolia?
Anatolia, yes. Anatolia.
Okay. And by the way, Chad, if anybody has any questions about this process that my wife and I are doing right now, writing, editing, rewriting, how we collaborate as a couple, that sort of thing, by all means, you can feel free to ask. And if you're working on your own work in progress for National Novel Writing Month or NaNoWritMo, again, feel free to ask us questions. We are not, just so you know, we are not participating in NaNoWritMo. But this is our solidarity stream. We just wanted to give people a place where they could either chill out, ask a few questions about the writing process. If they're stuck in something, we would like to be able to help them out in whatever place they're stuck, that kind of thing. Speaking of writers, John Scalzi posted posted this article.
I'm listening.
Yeah, speaking of writers, John Scalzi just posted this article. Georgia's Secretary of State: my family voted for Trump. He threw us under the bus anyway. This guy posted this. He has the story. Scalzi posted it and said, "Not only did I support the leopards eating faces party, I, a leopard, ate many faces of my own. But then the king of the lepers ate my face, and now I am very salty about it." I love me some John Scalzi.
Oh, dear.
Probably one of the most brilliant Twitter bios that's out there. John Scalzi. I like pie.
Everybody can get behind that, I would think.
Yeah. So here's a good one. Hun. Sharky asks, I'm currently writing a story. How do we come up with names, and how important is naming characters?
When I started off, I was all about what a name means. I like the idea that if someone bothers to look up a name, that they'll get like a little insight into the character or something. But it also has to sound good. You know, when you read their name, it's just got to sound like them. Like when I had the first character in the Book of the Order series, it was super easy. I don't know, I was thinking of sort of names for red-headed badasses, and I was thinking Vikings and Ireland, and I came across Saoirse, and I was like, that's it. Sometimes they just hit. Other times I go through like baby name resources. I look at like what sort of culture they are coming from, and then just look through like different names and see what one strikes me. Sometimes they're related to people I know. Like Verity's name comes from a friend. When I was in New Zealand and I was around Sunny's age, I was at a all-girls Episcopal school. So I went to school with some very fancy people who thought they were pretty fancy. But some of them had really great names, and one of them was a young woman called Verity, who I really liked. I thought she was very forthright and intelligent and all of that, and I was like, Verity? Yes. Also, Perdita has ended up in a book or two, because there was another friend I had that was called Perdita. And Felicity.
I mean, with
I just love it. They work well with steampunk, I think.
Yeah, with Books and Brawn, we were actually doing a play on words. You know, Wellington, Thornhill. I wanted to come up with something that sounded a little pretentious. And
I don't know how well, I was living in Wellington at the time.
Yeah, Wellington was that was part of it. Wellington was where she was living at the time. Thornhill popped into my head because I'm a big fan of Hitchcock, and in North by Northwest he has a wonderful MacGuffin agent named called Underhill, and it didn't quite sound right, but Thornhill just popped in my head, and I said, okay, Wellington Thornhill Books. He's an archivist, so and they're constantly calling him a librarian, but he always corrects them, saying that he's an archivist. And so Wellington Thornhill Books and Eliza D. Braun. Now, I'm not sure where Eliza came from, but I know where Eliza D. came from. I
just think Eliza sounds. It also, you know, apart from I can't even know what Eliza. It's obviously a diminutive of Elizabeth, but it just sounds spunky.
Yeah.
It just sounds like you'd spit it out. You know, like I was rewatching True Detective, and man, the names of those two characters.
Oh, Rustin Cole.
And then Marty Hart.
Martin Hart.
Yeah,
Martin Hart.
Now, you're not telling me that those don't have meetings. I mean, Hart and Cole.
Yeah.
Rust. And they talk about rust is connected to the landscape and the story and things rusting and falling away. I like that kind of level of...
But the D, when people ask us, what does the D and Eliza D. Braun stand for? There was a joke that we never got to
land that joke.
We never got to do it. But
we could use it in the Verity stories.
Yeah, we could. We could probably sneak it in there. But the idea was that Eliza would in Wellington be walking down the street, and then I believe wasn't Oscar Wilde who wrote.
Yes.
But yeah. No, Rustin. Like I said, you need if you haven't seen True Detective,
God, it's so great.
You need to see it, Monkey. It's incredible. But with Eliza D came from the joke was going to be that Eliza and Wellington would be walking down the street, and then suddenly Eliza says, "Wait here." She crosses the street, and there's Oscar Wilde, and she just walks up to Wilde.
No, it was the guy who wrote My Fair Lady.
I thought Oscar Wilde did.
No, Oscar Wilde did not write no.
Not Conrad.
Oh Lord, having an old person. The Pygmalion. It's George Bernard Shaw.
George Bernard Shaw. So you see George Bernard Shaw, and she walks over and she just punches him, and then she walks back, and Wellington said, "You just punched George Bernard Shaw," and she was like, "Yes, I know. Why? We dated." And then they walk on, and what it was that
because we worked out George Bernard Shaw would have been, so he was born in 56. So yeah, he would have been in his 40s.
Yeah, he would have been in his 40s. But the idea was that because he used Eliza's middle name is Liza Doolittle, and that was the character from Pygmalion, and we. And
I think we should do that in the 4th.
Yeah, we should,
because it just feels like a hanging.
Yeah, we could.
And then Wellington wouldn't know anyway because Wellington's not.
No, but we could have it. We could have the same scene, but instead of it being Eliza and Wellington, it'd be Eliza and Verity.
Yes.
And she could say a little bit of advice to you, young miss: never date writers. And that could be fun. That could be fun.
They'll put you in everything.
But you know the names really can come from anywhere.
Yeah.
One thing I would say, Sharky, to be very careful about when it comes to names is try to avoid names of people. If you're going to use somebody's actual name, make sure they know. Make sure that they know.
Oh, you mean like one person in your life?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Public figures are different.
Yeah, public figures, you know, and public figures. No, I'm talking about just like, you know, I mean, when we did, like, for example, when we made the Bruce Campbell, that was just a nice nod. Mm-hmm. But if these are people in your life, or people,
and you just slap them, don't do that.
That's what I'm saying.
I like to dissect people in my life and put little bits of them in every character.
Yeah. Smart move.
Oh, another one I use is if you're like a genealogy person. I like going back and looking at like family names and like T. We haven't yet got it in there, but one of T's ancestors, his literal first name was Bannister.
Yeah, that's a name that's
I'm like,
begging
we
to be
need
used in the book.
I don't know. We could have a whole furniture themed family.
I mean, and then there are just some. There are some names that we came up with that I'm like, I don't know where they came from, but they just roll off the tongue.
Where did the McTeagues come from? I don't know where McTeague came from.
One of my favorites was the villain from so that's another one. So one of the villains that we feature in Ministry was Sofia Del Morte. And I mean, Del Morte was kind of a softball. She's an assassin, so we thought, yeah, we'll make her last name Del Morte, you know, of death, Sophia of Death.
Yes.
And then, but one of the coolest ones we came up with.
She's got to come somewhere. That's got to come from Sophia Loren.
Yeah. Oh, yes, it does come from Sophia Loren.
Sophia.
It does
Sophia's
come from
a great
Loren.
name for someone who's going to
But
sneak up and
but the other one that we were really proud of was Dr. Devereaux Havelock. I have no idea where that came from, but I needed something almost Bond-esque in villains,
Yeah.
and that's the thing I love about Bond villains. When you look at some of their some of the people that they've done, like Maximilian Drax, Auric Goldfinger, Ernst Stavro Blofeld. I mean, these are names of supervillains, and I've always loved the sound of a Bond villain's name, because, you know, they just all have this. I mean, even just at the very beginning, the very first Bond villain ever, Dr. No. And there's this weird mystery about that name.
It's mysterious and creepy and a little bit dangerous sounding.
Rick, Jaws is not a Bond villain. He's a Bond henchman. He's a henchman.
Sometimes I go another thing. If I can't find what I'm wanting, sometimes go into Google Translate and I put in a word like, I don't know, maybe proud or whatever, and then I look at it in a variety of different languages and just kind of roll them around a little bit and see if any of them kind of fit. And it's weird because sometimes a character is just like this, and then sometimes you just kind of have to try it on like a set of clothes and live with it for a bit and just write it. And then if it doesn't sort of sing to you all the way through the book, you can always go back and change it. That's the delightful thing about editing.
Yeah, Felix Leiter. Yeah, that's another good one, Felix Leiter. But I mean, and that's the thing is you play around with the way things sound and with the way things, you know, the way the rhythm of the syllables. I mean, I think that's where good names come from. But you just have to play around with it, and eventually they'll click. But one of the ways that we get around it is if we're not completely sold by a name, we usually put it under brackets. Put it in brackets, and that way you'll come back to it. Sometimes characters can get out of hand. They can get out of hand and get a little demanding that way. Yeah.
No estamos aquí. That's our spam phone.
Yep. Both cats completely out.
Yeah. All is right with their world.
Of course, Sharky. That's, like I said, that's part of the reason why we have this stream. And we know, Jen, that solidarity does help, and we're okay with that. All right. Sorry, I need to stand a bit. Oh.
It was interesting. We were talking about the book 4, so now we've got to get book 3 written so we can get
to book 4. Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. I think it's going to be a good book. I can see that it's going to be interesting. We've never done Atlantis before, so I think that's a cool.
That's ripe for the. Yeah.
And especially good for, you don't want to start with Atlantis in a series.
No, you want to end with that.
You want to bring in the big guns.
I mean, the reason why Spielberg started with Flight 19 at the beginning of Close Encounters of the Third Kind was that he was going somewhere with it, and then when he got to Devil's Tower, we were all invested by that time. I would say yes. Sometimes, Nico, dialogue for some characters is way easier to write than others. I mean, so there's another album. There's another novel I'm working on called Fear City, and it's called Fear City, New York. And the dialogue that I had for this one character was just running. It was just running. He said that Delenn was a woman of few words. She rarely spoke without a great deal of thought. The others are varying difficulty. I would imagine, Nico, that Ivanova was probably very easy to write for because she seemed to always have the best lines.
Yeah. You can tell which characters the writers have fun with.
Oh, it was Gakar and Londo. I could see that too. Those two had a really funny relationship. I thought. I always loved
when you get two characters that spark off each other, it's a lot of fun to write.
Have we ever considered taking the Ministry of the Hollow Earth? No. I think after the fourth book, we may be taking a break from the Ministry books for just a bit.
Well, I have other ideas.
We do have other ideas. But
whether I end up writing it by myself or not is their own thing. But my other problem is... Oh, that's right. I actually downloaded a couple of images. That's what I did. That's why they're not there. Talking to myself.
Yo, Mike, how you doing? Good to see you.
Okay. Time to get right or die out and go for gold. Oh, actually, I need to finish the scene, and then I can do that.
Whoops. Well, that doesn't sound too good. We're actually pretty good, Mike. We're going to be taking it real slow this week. We're not doing Thanksgiving, obviously, but we are having our Thanksgiving on Saturday because that's when my mom comes from Richmond up to here, and we're going to be hosting her. So that should be nice. That should be nice. If you're talking about the things that are going on with the DMCA and Twitch, I actually have been working on. I haven't really touched it in a while, in a couple of days. I need to get back to it, but I need to finish this blog post that I'd like to actually turn into an in-depth video, like a video breakdown of what happened and why it should have never happened. It is ridiculous, and I think there's a problem on both sides. In fact, you just reminded me there was something I wanted to do. I wanted to see real quick. Let me see here. Let me go and take a look. I want to. All right, so I go to my channel, and my channel, if I went to settings, and I went to, well, that's connections. Wow. Had a lot of stuff connected here. Here we go. I wanted to see. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I gotta do a quick. I gotta do a quick. Gotta do a quick little something or other. Let me just do this. Let's do a. Was this 12? Oop, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. I want to do this. I want to do a print screen, and then. But but Mike, it is a little ridiculous, and it is a little crazy. What's going on with that? The fact that they really don't know what they're doing. They're basically saying, hey, you know, we're doing everything we can. We're doing everything we can to. Hang on a minute. Let's do it. Sorry, let me make. I need to make a quick save here. Okay, and now let's try this one. Mm-hmm. We're going to call this one okay, and then we're going to go back here and we're going to look at delete that, delete that. All right, and then and if you're curious, since you were probably wondering about the music I'm currently playing right now, the music I'm currently playing right now is actually done through something called Soundtrack by Twitch. And this is this right here This right here, Mike, is actually a system. It's an app where what they're planning to do in VODs is they will take out the music that's playing in the background while not affecting the rest of your stream. They somehow separate the music from the actual stream. Now I'm planning to go back and listen to this just to see if it happens again. But one of the things that I ran into was that I got really wicked echo from somebody that was on Discord because for whatever reason Soundtrack by Twitch added that, which was weird. It's a terrific app with a lot of potential. But still needs work, I think. Still needs work. And Pip, Mike the Potato says hi. She's in the zone right now. So there you go. All right. That she is, Mike. Really, Cat? Just came down, plopped in front of me, and he stuck his leg up. I got your dozies. I got your dozy wozies. I got your dozy wozies. You better watch it. Your butt's about to... There you go.
So we've got about 32,000 words without whatever you've got
What's
there
that?
added in.
Got what?
About 32,000 words, so sort of halfway-ish.
Cat.
Not helping. What's he doing? Licking his butt?
He's just decided, I'm going to give myself a bath.
Right
He
here.
pulled up the calendar. He's leaning up against the stream deck. I'm waiting for him to turn off the stream at any moment.
He's in charge, apparently.
He's upset because his camera is being used for something else. So he figured,
Then I'm gonna lick my butt if no one's watching.
There we go. We have not gotten a confirmation about D&D, have we?
No, we have not. But we do need to make wings tonight, so...
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on the time.
So I've finished off the chapter where Icton meets the princess, and I sort of had the forces that are kind of fooling him are trying to ramp up the tension so he doesn't really think too closely about what's happening. Just like, I mean, there's some urgency here. You need to do this thing.
Yeah, I know, right?
So now I'm just going to switch over to the chapter where Monkey Wrench is dealing with the Illuminati.
Okay.
Making some deals. What time are we going to do our wings?
We're closing in on it. That's the thing. I was going to reach out. There's Shock. Yeah, Flynn pled guilty. Trump's pardoning him.
Of course he is. He also wants to bring back firing squads.
What?
Yeah, that's a thing.
Seriously?
Yeah, federal firing squads.
All right.
Because apparently the 19...
Well, he can bring it back all he wants. He just can't bring it back to the United States because he's leaving.
That's true. Well, he's going to... I don't know why, but apparently he wants to do it before he leaves, so...
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah. Cat has now decided that he's going down and sitting on the floor to do a bit of bathing.
Whoa!
What?
Clean up aisle 4.
Oh. The joy of animal ownership.
Benedict, what's up with this? What's up with this?
I'm paying attention. I don't know. I don't know what that's about. Okay.
Meanwhile, there's Vi with a disapproving look for the entire world.
What have you done for me lately?
Oh. Come on, Benedict. You're doing this.
Yeah, I just felt like it.
For old time's sake.
Ooh. So, okay. Looks like I'm going to be doing some tea, shopping for tea afterwards. But really, it gets you through the afternoon. 2 or 3 o'clock, that's when people start to flag, and then bit of tea. Those two.
I do not poop on the carpet. Okay. So, Pip, I has a question. What are the McTeagues doing going to the expo? What are they doing? Are they presenting?
Well, remember we did establish that Hamish is the Queen's favorite crazy inventor.
Right.
So yeah, I think he'd probably be a featured speaker, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Or presenting something new.
Maybe. Or so here's what I was thinking. Yeah, but remember, we got to keep this about we got to make the focus of this Verity and Julia.
Well, the
and others.
idea of an exhibition is that you bring your countries come together and bring their latest and greatest things.
So what? How about this? So what if because there's something. Just trying to think of how to smooth out this this transition of the travel. One of the things we could do is that Hamish.
If it's not working, we can also cut it. If it's not doing more than one thing.
But what I was thinking about doing was we should have a scene where it's the expo, and Hamish is supposed to be giving a presentation.
I'm gonna write this down.
Yeah.
Go.
And Hamish winds up not coming. I can see the scene, so I can at least write it. I just have to figure out when. It doesn't have to be linearly, but I mean, we don't.
No,
have
it
to do this
doesn't.
linear.
We don't necessarily write completely linearly.
No, not always.
And I do have a spot in the Scrivener file that's called Booth Expo Floor that we have got no notes on. So this will be in
And what I
this.
was thinking was that Julia could be like, I have an idea, and Verity, just follow my lead, right? That kind of thing. And what happens is that Julia makes an announcement that her uncle was unavoidably detained. They could have gotten a telegram about, because we could say, because I know I wrote it earlier, and I'm assuming it's still in there, where Hamish was leading a cow to the edge of Loch Ness, that kind of thing, and could send
It could just be ministry business. I mean, also.
or it could be Hamish going, "Wee beastie out of control, stop! Can't come to the expo, stop!"
Wee bit of a wrestle.
Yeah, wee bit of wrestle, stop! Need more coos, stop!
Send more coos.
Send more coos, stop! And
P.S. Have fun at the expo.
yeah, have fun at the expo. And so what happens is that Julia introduces Verity, and she says, "Verity is our latest innovation."
The new up and coming.
Yeah, and then Verity has to give a presentation on the fly. And the purpose of the scene is that that attracts Ictun's eye.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
All right.
Well, she probably gives something that might reveal that she has the sound and.
Right. That's what I was thinking. Was that?
So you're going to take Ictun completely out of the Tea Party thing?
We could always write it where he's had the tea party and then he wanders away because he's
like,
just,
oh, here we go.
yeah. He's just bored out of his skull, so he.
I just don't see anybody here that's very interesting.
And then
well, not this girl anyway.
Yeah.
This girl's.
I mean, she's royalty, but she's dull as ditchwater. Something.
Well,
like
no. I mean, Verity. He might be like not. You'll get to the scene. You decide what to do with it. All right.
But basically, what it is that
the,
Verity is. The purpose of the scene is that she has to, it's more for comic. It could be for comic relief. It could be to put her on Ictun's radar. But basically, on the fly, she has to come up with a presentation.
She's put on the spot. She's
put on the spot, and she can either go into. I mean, what are some of the gadgets that they've created as a group with her leading them?
She's got Mickey, who's a mouse.
Yeah.
Henry's. They don't have Monkey Wrench with them, otherwise that would have been. No, they can't do that. She can fish around in her arsenal.
Fish around. Yeah, she could fish in her arsenal and find out. Okay. Yeah. Because I just realized they're at an expo. We got to give them something to do.
That's true, and we want to have a chance of them walking the expo floor as well.
Yeah.
Seeing things from, the world.
Yes.
Might drop in a few characters that people might be familiar with.
Possibly, yes.
Hi, Mac. Sorry, I didn't see that.
This.
Mike the potato said hi to me.
Yes.
Hey.
Well, you were in the zone at the time.
Hey.
You were in the zone at the time. Yeah.
Sorry.
This is true. This is true.
Yes. Yes.
Alrighty. 4:30. I should probably go on ahead and. wrap it up. Did you want to wrap up stream? Or did you want to keep on going while I go upstairs? Because then that means... It's okay. I can go on ahead and wrap it up.
I think we should wrap it up.
All right, let's wrap it up.
We can always do another stream,
we will do another stream tomorrow. we will do another stream tomorrow.
People enjoying them?
They're digging it. They're digging it.
Well, we are super chill.
This is as super chill as you can get. So there you go.
There's very little screaming, unlike your Phasmophobia.
Unlike my Phasmophobia experience, yes, there's very little, if any, screaming. Just looking. All right. So what I'd like to do is change things up a bit. Just going to change things up a bit, chat. Because yes, it has been a very chill. It's been a very, very chill stream. And what I think we should do is completely change the mood. And I'm going to send you to a Borderlands stream. The Borderlands stream, actually, it's considered a night raid.
Oh.
This will be a Borderlands stream. So there's the message I want you to drop in. I want you to drop into the chat. We're gonna go raid. Damn it to hell. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's an absolute blast. So I want to go ahead and send him the love, and I want to thank everybody here for hanging out with us here. Thank you so much for all the support you've been showing the stream, and we're going to just basically take as much as we can, take as many views as we can, and we're going to drop you in to a Borderlands stream. So that should be fun. And when it comes to Borderlands, yes, Damn It to Hell does a great job with it. So thank you, everybody. We will be back.
Maybe tomorrow.
Definitely tomorrow. Definitely tomorrow.
Tomorrow. I mean, I know it's a holiday, but
yeah. So if you're
what is time? What is
time?
events?
What is a holiday? We're playing it by ear. Like I said, we're playing it by ear this year. But thanks for being here, everybody. You all have a great day, great night, and we will see you tomorrow. Take it easy.
Bye.
See you.